For many moms about to deliver their little bundle of joy, keeping things natural can be a big priority. So what if I told you you could hypnotize the pain and anxiety of labor away? Would you consider it? Joining us now is hypnotherapist and author of Close Your Eyes, Get Free, Grace Smith. So Grace, I have to ask you, I mean, we've talked a lot about hypnotherapy on our show for various things. We haven't talked about it for new moms preparing for birth. Tell us a little about it.
Sure. It's all about relaxing. So we have been inundated with movies and TV shows and even horror stories from our moms and aunts and sisters about how painful it is, how scary it is. And that becomes our baseline expectation of what's going to happen in birth. And it doesn't have to be that way. So with hypnosis for childbirth, what we're doing is preparing the mind for the opportunity of a different story, a more relaxed story, a place where we're in control and empowered.
Okay, and you actually delivered a baby. Did you use this technique during your labor and delivery process?
Absolutely. I thought I was gonna have a 10-minute delivery with no pain because I teach this stuff. So I was excited. I had no fear. Right, exactly. Yeah. 40 hours later, I ended up 40. With a cesarean, an emergency C-section. So sometimes medical intervention is going to happen. And when it does, we're so grateful that, and my doctors were amazing, that they are so adept and that my baby and I are safe. So in my case, because we needed medical intervention and because it was a difficult birth, I got to feel amazing for 9 months. When you use hypnosis for childbirth, you feel calm, relaxed, and happy the whole pregnancy. So even though the delivery can take a few hours up to a few days, you're also feeling that wonderful, empowered, relaxed, confident sensation throughout the whole pregnancy. So.
And I like highlighting the element of hypnotherapy side by side when conventional medicine is needed. A lot of times it's one against the other, and I think really they should complement one another, and I really like that.
I do too. So I've seen some patients try this, and honestly, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Right. I think a lot of it depends on mom's mindset and her level of determination, but I do think it's an excellent option, and I think when someone wants to try it, providers should be supportive and they should allow them to do it, because when you are anxious or in pain during labor, then your muscles do tense up. And anything you can use to relax yourself will relax all of your muscles, including your pelvic muscles, facilitating delivery. But you brought up a very important point. At the end of the day, what we want is a healthy mom and a healthy baby. So be amenable to deviating from your plan if needed.
100%.
Catherine, welcome, and you are someone who used this hypnotherapy. Tell us about it.
I actually didn't run into hypnosis for birth until I was in my 3rd trimester. My whole birthing process, I had some kind of crazy experiences. I was very nervous. I suffered from anxiety, and I happened to come across hypnosis for birth and come across Grace, who was able to send me a bunch of information on it. And it helped me understand what I was doing, understand what I wanted, what I needed, and what a lot of the fears and a lot of the anxiety was stemming from, and address it. And then I was able to just really completely change my mindset. And it was really an amazing thing, because in my 3rd trimester, I was able to just gain some perspective and gain that peace, that inner calmness that I really needed so that I could get to the birth. And it was wonderful.
Did you, during the actual birthing process, did you use anything other than the hypnotherapy technique?
No, I didn't. I was not medicated. I used the hypnobirthing almost the entire time that I was conscious, and it was very, very pleasant.
Well, Catherine, we're so happy that you have a safe, lovely, beautiful baby and that you had a good experience during your birthing process. Grace, for people who might be interested in learning more about this, because obviously you're someone who does this, Is this becoming a more trendy thing, meaning in areas throughout the country where people could look into hypnotherapy for this?
Absolutely. Just in the 7 years that I've been in the hypnotherapy world, it's becoming mainstream. It's becoming so popular. More and more people are asking for it, which is wonderful. So if you're looking for one-on-one hypnotherapy sessions, usually the average is about $150 per session, which can be very cost prohibitive. So it's important to me that we create online materials that people can use. And what's so beautiful about Catherine's story is we never met until right before this show. She used my online materials, and I didn't even know she had this beautiful birth using these tools because we weren't together. And so that means there's really resources out there, whatever your budget is, that you can look into using hypnotherapy without having to spend the sometimes.
You know what's next?
What?
Hypnotherapy for the anxious dad,
Yeah.
who sometimes gets like,
Oh,
you know,
please.
no, you know how it is. Sometimes the one in the room who's the most calm is the mom giving birth, and the dad's like, oh my god.
Sometimes they faint, end up in the hospital, and she's like, can you check on him? I'm like, one big push. Okay, can you please check on him? You ready? Oh, you know?
Isn't it hilarious how that works? Oh, Grace, thanks so much for being
got
here.
it. Thanks for
Catherine,
having
thanks
me.
for joining us.